Adam, what do you need from us to make your job really easy?
Hello. Yes. So I won't take too much time. I just want to do it's basically three very small bullet points, right? Which include which makes a massive deal on my end, like hours and hours of time just to you guys for about 10 seconds of your time. But on that PDF that Neil has put up, everything on there is correct. And I'll just reiterate some of the same points. The largest one for me is the collapse in the beginning, right? Um, just don't panic about it. All I need is a transient. I don't even, it doesn't have to be in time. Make it in time, it's easier. But I just need something so I can sync your video to the audio, and then I can figure out if you're in time or not. It's just that's the biggest thing. But if it's in time, it's even easier. Then I don't have to guess. Especially for my instrumentalists, could you, if you're like directly going through something, just make a noise on your instrument in time, and that's fine. Um, that's much easier for me. And the second thing is make sure it's in landscape. I thought it would be okay in portrait. It isn't for a myriad of reasons. It actually creates a different file type. Can you believe that? If you're on an iPhone with portrait to landscape, it changes weird things. Some of the effects I do mess up, so it just makes me able to copy paste effects over rather than having to repunch in. And then the third basic thing is in terms of sound quality, just make sure you aren't in a noisy room. Yeah, I can deal with the microphones, I can deal with an iPhone, I can deal with you not even thinking about it, but just make sure your door's closed, your window's closed. I had a few submissions which are fantastic, so much good content, but I had to do a lot of audio post processing just so we could hear your actual note without any noise behind it. Um, just listen through it with headphones and you'll see what I mean. See how noisy things become. Most of the noise came from outside or from a computer fan, which is actually easy to get rid of, but hey, if you can get rid of it, it saves me time. Now the actual interesting video bits. I just want to share my screen. Can I share my screen? Yes, I can. So just very briefly, I know we were talking about, this guy, I know we were talking about, can you see this whole big picture? So we were talking about like kind of color isolation Sin City thing. It's going to be more blurry and more filmicky rather than this really sharp black and white red thing. So don't be too hung up about the dress code. Just wear something red, right? It's more this kind of blurry thing, and then you can see the picture on this background kind of thing. That's kind of the idea I get. And it's less about what she's wearing and more about the texture behind her. Could you not have a modern background? You know what I mean? Could you make sure your background doesn't have any form of modernity about it? Like my background's kind of fine. I'll probably move these fancy, nice modern glasses. You know what I mean? And maybe, for example, I know that the radiator's ugly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my curtains and just film myself in front of my curtains. Great, done. The easiest way of helping me out is to delete your stuff behind the background and have a nice textured background, or have a white wall. But as we all know, white wall is a bit uninspired. So in front of your curtains sounds better too. So that's like default plan A. Just record in front of your curtains, please. Closed. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Vicky. Exactly that. And just frame it. And the other thing is be really conscious about your framing. And I can easily make you look good in anything I have, but if it just looks good from a standpoint, like for example, what's wrong about my current framing right now is that my head's cut off, right? But then I don't want to do this, right? Yeah, I'm in the frame, but I'm dead in the center, so all this dead space is around me. So you want to fill the frame like that, and make sure it's a little bit closer. That's how I would do it. There you go, my Mac. There you go, boom, done with my curtains closed behind me. Yeah. And the other thing is, if you are looking down on a like that, you can see the difference between looking up as well. So just have an eye level and just be really conscious and have a look. And it shouldn't take you too much time. I've had people like stack loads of books on things and that's absolutely fine. Yes. So in general, the general kind of things are don't worry too much about the dress code, like the black, grey, white, and red. That'd be great. but don't necessarily dress up for it. It's going to look old time anyway. And the general thing is try not to have any modernity, any modern appliances, a washing machine, a kid's toy, stuff like that. Just have it. Try to keep this video textually simple. And if you want to complicate it, make the complications on the background a bit like that image I just showed you of the model, right? Where it's like she's wearing red, but behind it's a really nice kind of texture. That's fine. Just it's all about you. And I don't want, for example, Tracy, your background looks great right now. But if you sent me in that recording, I would have to cut out your bass guitar and so, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like a problem. It's just I'm gonna have to use things to I'm gonna have to zoom in on your face and then so on. I hope that's enough. I don't really have much more to say. So a quick recap, clap in the beginning. Default plan A is just record in front of your curtains. The reason why is so it gets rid of any modernity and any kind of text, add some texture to your background and frame yourself. And the third thing is just make sure you're not in a noisy room. And you'll be surprised how noisy rooms are. It sounds quiet to you, but they're not to the recording. So just make it as quiet as you can. And also enjoy, and this is Hannah's kind of realm, and you've already produced really, really good videos for Stay With Me Baby, but perform out. You will only have small snippets, as you know, there's a story to tell. So the more you give me during your whole performance, the more chance all that energy will smash in, get out of the screen, and it'd be really lovely. So yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit I'm working on something else right now, so my brain's a bit fuzzled, but yeah, hope that's useful. Bing bong, done, boss, easy.
Thanks, Adam. Questions for Adam, anybody? Maddie?
If the claps are for a sync jobby, do you want them to happen in frame? Yeah.
Do they need to happen in frame, Adam?
Yeah, it doesn't need to happen in frame, but it's just easier for me and make sure, and especially for my side, if there's some weird sample rate issues, I can actually just manually time you. So yeah, if you can just do that in frame, that'd be great. Right, but if you can't for whatever reason, that's fine. Just make some noise. Thank you.
Nice. Any other questions? Okay.